girls use Queen Stallions. My guns from the Italians. Now y'all niggas recognize medallions. I play the best hood. OT with Tim Westwood. Used to be on Section 8. Now my section is good. Thugged out, niggas.
On now, I knew that shit is on the acid Cuba Cuba. I don't give a fuck what. I actually never own it.
Y'all niggas like extra on my dick. Listen to Bob Marley. That funny niggas like Steve Harvey.
Yeah, I'm from Left Right. New York City, Queens, New York.
That's why I never do.
Yo, what's going on, world? This is your boy Najee from RapRadar.com. And today, man, I got a very special day. I've been looking forward to this right here, man.
I've been looking forward to coming here
shit,
too.
Man. I love when the OGs come by, especially when they from my borough. This is Queens right here.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you from Queens. I've been watching you and I didn't know that. No wonder I was watching your joint. All right, cool, pause.
Hey, I got my man, Mr. Podcast Poppy.
Oh, that's right.
My man, Nore, what's going on, baby?
What's going on? Are you? I mean, great. Like, this is our first time finally meeting, right?
Yeah, it's our first time. Like
But I watched your joint. I
see you liking my shit a couple times.
I like what you're doing. I like, I just became a recent cigar guy. So I like the fact that you got everybody coming have a cognac. Because really, if you're a cigar person, cognac goes with cigars.
That's the way. Yo, when I had Swiss on the show, and I had some cognac, whatever. Matter of fact, he had the Bacardi 8. That's what he was on.
Oh, wow.
And I had some ice. You know what I mean? Usually, he was like, nah, bosses don't put ice in it. So that's how you learn that. You know what I mean?
And then real cigar guys do this.
Dip a little. You know about the dip?
I don't know if you know.
Don't know about the dip.
You dip a little.
That's
and now
a fact.
This becomes a Douce cigar now.
This is he's right. This is factual right here.
I'm a white wine dude, so I do it with like Pinot Grigio, or if a red wine, I do it with like a Malbec or something like that.
Yeah.
And I do it, and it makes it real, like tasteful, you know.
Yo, but how you get in your wine shit though? Cause you from Left Rack, dude. Like, I know how to give it. I got some. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you get the wine at? For like,
I remember having a meeting with Tommy Mottola. And it was like daytime. It was like 12 or 1 o'clock. And Tommy Mottola was just flossing him. He's like, hey, give me a such and such. And then Mariah came out like the back room. It was just like, it's like, oh, okay. And he put me on to wine. He was like, and I said, yo, why? How could you drink wine at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Right.
It's like I could do it as long as I could maintain the whole day. I was just all right, cool. Because when I drank Hennessy, I had about 5 hours. I had 5 good hours in me, and then,
you can't have nothing going on later.
It was over. So I started to appreciate it. Then obviously me going to Italy, spending a lot of time in Italy and in France and things like that. I had to learn that it's just not Pinot Grigio. First I started out with Chardonnay actually.
Okay.
Even though Tommy Mottola put me on the Pinot Grigio, when I started drinking wines, that was the easiest access I had was Chardonnay.
Right.
Then I graduated to Merlot, to red wine.
Okay, yeah.
And then I started to know the difference.
You and your Argentinian Malbec,
and now mainly Pinot Noirs. I go on Pinot Noir, but only Pinot Noir from California.
Right.
And so I got a little wine.
The drink champ know his stuff.
Yeah, I got a little wine.
So hold on, all right. So let's talk, because you got this album coming out. We talking. This is 20 years, bro. That's legend, right? Yeah. That's not normal. 20 years in the game.
I'm trying to downplay it.
Nah, don't kid down. You from Queens. I'm hyping shit up. Number one, right? Like, you got this 5E project about to drop.
Right, drop Friday.
Drop this Friday.
Yep.
Talk about that. Like, first of all, I seen the cover. Is that your pops on there?
No, that's actually my uncle. We just recreated the picture. So when the album comes out, I'm gonna post it on my actual Instagram. That's not my uncle. Excuse me. That's my brother. And 5E, for people that don't know, that was where I lived at in the hood, and that was my apartment number. And that moment that you see right there was me just training. I was like hitting a boxing glove or playing with my cousin, who's my uncle, because we Puerto Ricans. We live crazy.
Your cousin uncle.
My cousin uncle, and I had just fought with him, and that's my brother behind me.
Oh, okay.
Like having my arms in the air. It was crazy because I picked a whole bunch of pictures for this project.
Yeah.
And it was all in 5E. It was only one that wasn't outside of 5E, which I loved.
That's in Left Rack?
It was in Left Rack on the swings.
Oh,
the swings don't exist no more. So, but I think Nas and Peter, they was in like Russia or watching the Golden Cup, what is this? The soccer thing?
Yeah.
I still call it soccer. But they was
Football.
out there watching football. So I seen them. I sent them the pictures, and Peter and Nas had hit me back and was like, "This is the cover." And with me, you know, because it's 20 years later, we should symbolize a victory.
Facts.
So I agreed with them. I was like, "Wow!" And I went with them. I went with it. So I mean, it just feels so good because so many people, you know, they get 2 years in this game,
And that's it.
and then you know they buy a nice car and they buy a house and they can't maintain it, and so many people have so many, you know, terrible stories of being in this game for that long.
Yeah.
And for me to have, you know, a somewhat a good story, like I want to salute that. But this album was made in real time. Like it was made because Pusha, because of Kanye,
Yeah.
because of what's happening in this hip hop climate. It feels good, and it's actually happening from OGs. It's not even.
That's a fact.
It's not even. It's like you know we running around with,
Right.
you know,
Chasing the
you
young
know,
shit,
no,
yeah.
like and that's the thing about it. Like I'm known for Super Thug, I'm known for Oh No, I'm known for Grimy, I'm known for, you know, Oye Mikando, I'm known for these big, huge records. But a lot of people don't know most of these huge records was attached to a classic project.
Talk about it.
So
Talk about it.
when you go back to album mode, like I'm not as great at making a single as I am at making an album.
Yeah.
Like I'm making an album.
Why you think that is though? Like, what is it? Just the composition of how you trying to make it like that? Or
No,
is
it's that I'm a better puzzle put together person than a quick, than something quick, than a quick tic tac toe. Like tic tac toe, you might beat me, but now putting together a whole puzzle
is different.
We're gonna sit there for a while. I'm gonna whip your ass because
Right.
I got the patience. Like I used to say that about hustling. I used to be like, yeah, you might have better product than me. You might have more clientele than me, but you ain't gonna stay outside as long
Longer
as
than
me. You ain't staying outside, and there's no one in this game. I don't care that
Just
will stay
hustling,
outside
like,
as long as me. Like I'm really the first one to open up the shop and the last one to close it.
you need some cognac when you're standing outside when it's
Yeah,
cold.
yeah, you need some cognac.
You
Yes, you do.
need some do say when it's cold. But yo, listen. So you mentioned Nas. Nas picked out the album cover, and he's, you know, Master Pill's like
and Peter too.
and
yeah.
Peter.
Yeah.
How instrumental is he in the whole project?
That was dope.
Right? Like,
that was dope because having, like, you know, me I'd never like asked for help because I don't know how to, but I'm at a level where if I needed to ask for help, I've been doing this wrong for 20 years.
You don't even. You just.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I guess he might have looked at it like, wow, Nore did this whole thing on his own. He didn't need a phone call. He didn't need me to contact the Dream for him. Like Dream was just on his album twice. I could have easily went to him and said, yo, can you hook me up with Dream?
Right.
No, I went myself and did it on my own. And I'm sure he probably looked at the project and was like, wow, you know, this is something this is what a boss dreams of. I mean, we're partners, but still, this is what a boss dreams of. You having someone who's going to sell product for you that you don't have to.
That's a fact.
You don't have to do nothing, and that's, you know, it was dope having them instrumental in the project. It was dope having them, you know, make choices because he is one of the greatest artists in the world.
So to me, what is like working with, you know, the guys that you're like, you and Pharrell have so much history in the game.
Right.
Like it's on record already. Like you taking that chance with Pharrell, you know what I'm saying? And you guys working together now and working with Swizz. What's that like working with these guys now as opposed to what it was like back in the day?
Swizz and Pharrell and me, for that nature, in the studio we have never grew up. Like there's not too much mature moments.
Right.
Like we in there having fun because like Swizz will still come in the studio and be like, play me something. I'm just he'll be looking at me and I'm like, oh, okay. And he'll play me a record that I don't even understand the words. This is in a whole different language, but he still got me going like this. And I'm like, all right, Swizz. And Pharrell's the same way. Like Pharrell.
Yeah, how's Pharrell vibe?
Pharrell is funny because Pharrell wants to be told what you want. Like he's a crafter. So like Pharrell sits you down and says, well, what do you want? And it's hilarious because it's like how you would see a tailor, right?
Yeah.
Like you would go to a tailor and you would say, I want the suit tailored this way, and I want my cufflinks this way. And to go to a producer and you can do the same exact thing is amazing.
Right.
Because
I like that.
And that's just really what he is. And he won't stop till you like your tailor-made suit.
Right.
Like he won't stop. And he's ill. He's ill. He's ill to the fact that he's going to get the job done. He's going to call you at his dinner table and make sure you know that he's at. Yo, I'm at my dinner table right now. Right. All right, I didn't ask you to call me.
Right.
Why you gotta say that, for real? It make you feel guilty. Like, oh man, yeah. You called me. You gonna take this beat? All right,
right.
No problem. Like, I mean,
it's
wonderful because it's wonderful to see where he's at. You know, I remember getting in the studio with him, and he playing me this angry ass music.
Oh, that's for this project right here, or just
man. And I had to tell him, man, listen, man.
That's not the vibe, right?
I'm happy, nigga. I'm happy too, man.
Right.
He had to laugh at that one. I'm like, yo, man, I have to stop this, man. He keep playing me, and I'm like, it's amazing. By the way, it's amazing.
Right.
But I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be. I don't want to, especially. I don't want to paint a picture I'm not living right now. And sometimes when you play hardcore beats, that's the only thing you can kind of come up with in your mind is you think of some hardcore thoughts, and that be lying to my fans at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be involved in anything negative. I don't want to be involved with, like, I literally find joy and pride in going to Costco's on Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, word, I go to Costco's and I barbecue. Like, that's what's gangster to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
I get a haircut to stay at the crib.
I get a haircut to stay at the house, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? To me, that's gangster. So that's where I'm living at in life. So that's what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted the music to reflect that. I didn't want Pharrell, for being him, to create a super thug, because the thug is no longer super.
Yeah. All right. So tell me now. Like, we got the. You mentioned, like, where you at in your music. I listened to this project. I got a chance to check out the 5E.
Okay.
We dived into that, you know what I'm saying?
I heard you say a line or two. I said, okay,
you know what I'm saying? We listen to this music and shit.
Point.
Yeah, so first thing that I thought was interesting is you got this record about your wife, man.
Yeah.
With Tory Lanez. Yeah. And it's like, I
never said it was about my wife.
Oh, my fault. Excuse me.
But it is.
Yeah.
I mean, every record.
You said something like, I got my wife around like my manager.
No, I said my lady around.
My lady around.
Which could be anybody, but it's not. It's my wife.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be generic. I wanted to be about my wife, but I wanted it to be about anybody's girl. And I'll tell you why. Not me being with anybody girl, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can apply it to your girl.
Right.
Well, one day I was with one of these fanatic fans, not one of them regular fans, like a fanatic fan, right?
This is the 90s. Because fanatic in the 90s is different than like fanatic now. Like,
no, this is recent. This was recent. Okay. This was like maybe 6 years ago. Not too recent, but
that's a fact.
So I sat down and she was like, "I can tell you're kind of selfish," and I was like, I had never been taught that before. I was like, selfish? How can I be selfish? She said, you got this whole long career and you never made one record for the ladies. And I said, well, you're wrong. I had Chico DeBarge, I had such and such. She said, yeah, but those didn't count because you didn't use them as a single. So she messed me up with that.
All right.
Because I was like, damn, she's probably right. And to the girl community, they probably think like I'm just want to cater to dudes. Just want to make guy music. It's the total opposite. So I said, you know what? I had made a record last year with PNB Rock too, and that was actually the same thing, the same type of thing. But we couldn't get it going. PNB Rock was there, I was there. So at the last level, last day of the game, what happened was I handed in my album, track list. Handed in.
Yeah.
Only thing, the music wasn't handed in. Peter, everybody approved the track list. Everybody, okay, cool, great.
Yeah.
The last minute, because I had met Tory Lanez, and he told me he was a fan, but you know, I know how it'd be to be the number one guy, like to be hot and be an all-star weekend and gotta go to the Grammys.
Everybody asking for shit.
Like, everybody, so I know how it is. Like, I've been that guy 5 times. Like, it's not nothing new to me, and I have to understand another person's position. So I had like chalked it up like Tory won't be on the album, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. And like the last minute, I kid you not, my producer SBK had sent me a beat. So as soon as he sent me the beat, I had a melody in my mind. So that's why you hear "She's mine, she's mine." I had heard that, and I just said it. So I had recorded it on my iPhone, and I meant to send it to myself. So as I'm sending it to myself, Tory Lanez texts me. So I text him the record by mistake, and he goes, "Oh, this is it." And I go, it was a pure mistake, so I wasn't gonna say, "Oh, that was a mistake."
Right.
I was like, "Oh, no doubt."
Yeah, this the one right here. This the one right here. This the one right here.
But I don't think he had no idea, and we just went with it, and it was a blessing, man. Because I said it a little earlier, but it's probably the most relevant feature on the album because he's probably like the most youngest relevant to the audience. Like people, you know, he's the youngest on the album. Like, and I feel like that's gonna help bring the young audience to the album. Now, if they come, they come. If they don't, I'm gonna just cater to my fans. Like, I don't want to be out here rhyming like the Migos and Future. Yeah, like that's their style. They got their thing. I don't like when the OGs start
just being on there.
Start doing the Harlem Shake and things like that. You gotta relax. That's for that's for the young kids. Let them have their time. Right. Let's not hate on them. You know, whoever these guys and these new generation, it's not for me to like. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me to judge them. I know when we was young, they judged us. So, but I wanted to go out. If I'm gonna go out, I wanted to go out my way. 5E. I wanted to do it the way I would do it, and I did it, and I had a ball, man.
That's
I turned it around.
But I think it's interesting, like you said, is just you know letting the young guys kind of do their thing. But you kind of like in hip hop have been like the drunk uncle, and you embrace like the younger dudes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm everybody's favorite drunk uncle.
You the favorite drunk uncle. You know what I mean? So you the one that's giving advice to the youth and keeping it real. Like, what you think about somebody like like Tekashi69 and what what he's kind of been in New York and. You know, he's out here, talking crazy.
I mean, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention, but I can't pay attention how I should be. But I can tell you, when it comes to marketing reason, I know who he is. So he's doing a great job when you think about marketing. Yeah. Now, if you think about everything else, then you got to throw marketing away. Right. Because there's really no morals in marketing. Like if I can just think about what marketing is. If I can put me right there, right?
Yeah, like a picture Nore right
picture
here,
me right there, right? Yeah. These brothers, these guys, they'll come through, they'll see me. Yeah. Say, all right, cool. Whoever. But now me right there with my joint in my hand. Yeah. It's something totally different. It's way different. People's gonna go ahead and be offended. That's a different type of part. Now, whether they're offended, whether they're sitting there, that's genius marketing. Because the first picture, you just walk by it. Right. So that's what I'm saying. You can't have, when you think about real genius marketing has really no morals to it. Yeah. Like you ever seen the commercial with the guy that tell you to stop smoking and he has a hole in his neck? Yeah. Like there's no morals in that. This guy really got a hole in his neck. Right. I hate that guy, by the way. Oh, I hate him. I don't want to meet him. Yeah, he got the little box. The little box. That guy. The girl in the shower. The girl in the shower. I like my cigars. I don't want to hear about this. That's a fact. I don't want to hear about. But guess what? I remember that commercial.
I stick with you.
Genius marketing. Correct. Right. So when you think about marketing, you can't have morals and marketing in the same place. Now think of people who came out with him who didn't have this genius marketing. They're not on the level where he's at.
Nobody remembers the guy without a hole in their throat smoking cigarettes.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. But I do watch it and I do understand that's not my league. You know what I'm saying? It's not my league to judge. I met him once. Yeah. I met him once in LA.
Was it love? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he knew who I was.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
When they don't know who you are, because
you know what's crazy? I'll tell you a funny story. I was trying to say hi to G-Eazy one day, right? Yeah. So I was like, I actually waited to say hi to him, right?
Where was you, in LA?
This is in Migos parties. I was in Migos. One of them had a birthday, maybe Offset. So I go, but I stay in my lane. I'm not walking over there. Yeah. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna buy my own little bottles. I'm good. Yeah. I don't need nobody on my section. Right. But it's crazy. So I waited to say what's up to G-Eazy. G-Eazy said what's up, but you gave me one of those. One of those, whatever, guy. Yeah. And I was like, and you know what he did? He walked to me and he waited on the line to go say hi to Pharrell. Dang. And I said, little dude, he knows.
Have you seen my numbers? Have you seen?
Yeah. I felt that it was beautiful because you know what? I didn't know all the OGs when I came up. I did not knock them. I was not mad at them, but there was a couple of guys.
But does that bother you? Because I remember, I watched Drink Champs, and I remember there was an episode where you were saying something like, when you are the guy, when you used to be in the guy, and then you're not no longer the guy, that has an effect on people mentally, right?
Yeah, that's post-traumatic rap syndrome. Post-traumatic rap. Right. It's true because just think about it. think about it, right? Let's suppose, see, I'm not new, right? But let's suppose I'm the new guy, right?
Yeah.
You come, you sit down with me, you smoke a cigar. Everybody in here is laughing. They're laughing at me. They're saying things. And I'm built up to be this guy, right? You build me up to be this guy. Then you turn me around and you want me to be normal.
Yeah.
Because your wife, your girl needs you to be normal. Your kids need you to be normal. You can't be Superman in front of your house. I mean, you can be Superman to them,
right?
But you got to be dad.
Yeah.
You got to be dad. So you need a case of normal. The problem is a lot of people, they get all this success. And then they hit a little bit of failure. And that little bit of failure sends them all the way down because they used to living so high.
Right.
So, I mean, that's why I take my failures. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody celebrates my wins, but I celebrate my failures. I let y'all celebrate my wins. I let you tell me how good I looked when I did that, or what I did, or when I discovered that. I celebrate my failures because I know that's what makes my winnings better. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't never failed at something, I wouldn't know how good it feels to fail when I win at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I failed at a lot.
Yeah.
You know, people laughed at me at reggaeton. But look at Akon, man.
Yo.
Akon is doing a whole Spanish album. Tory
Lanez
Lanez is doing a whole Spanish album. The biggest genre in music in the world right now.
How you feel about it? Because you, like I said,
I feel cocky about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that one? I'm not humble with that one.
Right.
No. That one.
Ome Canto, that was like...
Ome Canto was the number one. It was 108 million in audience. For people that don't know, that means that every time that record was played, it was estimated 108 million people heard that record. Still, people laughed at me. 108 million.
Right.
And people said, you doing Spanish music? And now they can't stop dancing to Despacito.
Right. Talk about it.
Look at these guys. Look at these guys. They laughed at me and now they Despacito.
Right.
Come on now.
How did you have that foresight though? Did you know at the time, like, damn, let me put this Spanish shit out right now and it's
I'm gonna be honest. I went to Puerto Rico and I've seen these females dancing to this music. And I said, there's no way we can't have this in New York. We need this in New York City. So I actually brought reggaeton to New York to see the girls dancing. Because I thought it was just amazing.
That was for Dykeman. That wasn't even for the world.
No, it was for the world. But it had to come to New York. But I seen this, and I would come back to the DJs. I would ask DJ enough.
Yeah.
Why you guys not playing They Go Calderón? Why you guys are not playing Daddy Yankee? Why you not playing Winston and Yandel?
What did he say to that?
And at that time, I was so early that he didn't even know. He didn't know how hot reggaeton was. He didn't know. And so that's why I had to literally put it on my back.
Right.
Like I literally put it, like people thought it was over for me. And for quite some time, it kind of was. Like I was just living in the Spanish market. I was cool with it because I was still making my quota. Yeah. But people was forgetting the War Report. Right. People was forgetting NORE. People was forgetting that I discovered or helped discover Pharrell. People was forgetting I helped discover Scott Storch, Swiss Beats. They forgot all that. They was like, this guy.
Count him up.
This guy want to be Spanish now. You know, they forgot I brought the word jump off and haterade and all that. They just got washed slime and all that. They just was like, he's reggaeton now. Let's leave him alone. And I sat there and I fought through it and I took all the jokes. Right. And 10 years later, everybody's like, yo, all the reggaeton artists coming to me, yo, you knew, Papa. Bad Bunny. They be like, I forgot what everybody they just tell me, yo, you was advanced. Yeah. So I was the first sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
It's always like that for the first sacrifice. But it's interesting because you got like the international. You've been international. I watched the Fat Joe podcast where he was talking about the story. I was in I think Germany or something like that. Oh yeah. And he said, hold on, time out, because Joe is. You know what I mean? From what I hear, OG Wall is my mentor. So I heard a couple stories on how niggas was moving back then. Right. And they said, Joe got into some problems and some beef in Germany. And he hit Nore to hold him down. And he said you came through with like 100 goons in Germany. Where do you get 100 goons in Germany at? You need to give me the, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so listen. In hip hop, after you have 10 years in hip hop, you become corny to America. I'm just throwing it out there. In case you don't know, after anybody is in the rap game for 10 years, you become corny in America. So if you're charging $25,000 a show or $12,000 a show or whatever you're charging a show, $7,000, whatever. America will say, if you're charging 15, America will say, I'll give you 75. Right. And you got to sit there and say, you either take the 75 or you don't work. Right. I was smart enough to say, mess it. I'm gonna go to Europe and get my 50.
Right. Big facts.
It might be Madrid where I'm gonna have to be at. It might be, Dusseldorf, Germany, and it might be Frankfurt, and it might be, Marseille, Paris. It might not be Paris. It might be Marseille, France. Excuse me. It might not be Paris. So I would go to these markets, and I would lock down these markets, like Berlin. Like that's what Fat Joe was talking about.
Yeah.
I went to Berlin so much. I had a crew in Berlin.
Yeah.
Like I literally had clothes in Berlin. Like I was going there so much. I was just like, why would I bring back a suitcase home? Just leave it here.
Yeah.
And so Fat Joe said, I'll tell you how it happened.
Yeah, we need that.
So what happens is, me and Fat Joe goes to dinner before we leave to Europe.
Okay.
And we're both greedy guys, man, because we looked at each other's tour dates and we was like, hey man, you got a day off here, you got a day off here.
Right.
Why don't we meet up for lunch? And so we both was like, all right, cool. I both knew we were lying, right? I knew we were both lying because as soon as we got out there, a promoter offered us both a show on the same day.
Yeah.
And we both took it and would not see each other.
Right.
But then I found out he was down the block, so I called him. He's like, yo, man. I said, yo, my show is early, so I'm coming through. He said, man, I can't invite you to my show. I said, what? He goes, these guys are trying to kill me out here. Like,
right.
Who's trying to kill you in Berlin?
Right.
Like, he's like, these guys, they thought I took some money. They thought I did a show for them, and I never showed up. But it's a lie. It's never there. And Fat Joe one thing about Fat Joe, he ain't pressed for money. The whole time I knew him, he's never been pressed for money, especially not no 10, 12 grand.
Right.
So I'm like, what? He's like, so please don't come because it's going to be a problem. I said, not only am I coming now, now I'm more anxious to come.
Right.
Because I really had a crew, and you think I'm bullshit. Like I had thugged out Berlin.
Yeah.
You see how Birdman got Cash Money West?
Yeah.
I was in Europe so much, I had thugged out London, thugged out UK.
Yeah.
So I told the guys knew exactly who they were.
Oh, they knew the dudes and all that?
They knew the dudes.
Damn.
They knew the dudes was lying. So these guys are like Germans with tattoos on their face.
Yeah.
But Germans who love hip hop, which is weird because you don't think you think Germany.
Are they mostly white dudes or like black dudes or the old white dudes?
Yeah,
All
they were white hip hop guys.
Right.
They were just hip hop like hell. And we walked in, and the guys that Joe had beef with left immediately.
Right.
And we stood there, and I stood with Joe the whole night. That was my first time holding
it
Fat
down.
Joe.
Right.
Holding Fat Joe down.
I like that.
I stood there the whole night, and it was also the first time that I realized Fat Joe was a lot bigger than me in Europe. Because he had, like, they gave me craft service, like turkey and cheese.
Yeah.
He had sushi.
Shrimp and all that.
I said, yo, I've never seen somebody with sushi in their dressing room.
Right.
He had sushi and a chef. And I was like, damn, Fat Joe, you must be getting a lot more money than me. They gave me turkey and cheese, and I was satisfied.
Lunchables and shit.
I was satisfied. I didn't even have a liquor budget. And he don't even drink, so we went in there. We drank
his whole shit.
Ate all his food. He loved it, but but that goes to show you. We saying the Fat Joe shit, but the thing is, people are so stupid. Like you see certain artists in America, they're struggling, and they're legends. They're crazy. They're supposed to go to Europe, put that time in there, and it's Paris. Like, learn how to eat a baguette. Learn,
right.
you know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah,
learn how to ride a bike in Amsterdam. Like, I was wild, bro. I went right into the culture. Like, wherever it was at, I was like, I'm gonna be here for 2 weeks.
You gotta live like that.
So the first time I'm in Amsterdam, a guy tried to run me over with a bike, and I flipped on him. The whole bike service turned around and looked.
Oh, they about to jump in?
I said, you can't beat him, join him. Next day, I rented a bike, bro. I was running around Amsterdam.
Over the bike,
man. So, yeah.
All right, that's fire, man. But I like, obviously you've transitioned from just the rap game into this media personality, man. This Drink Champ shit, it took off crazy. Right. I know you said you had a line, you was like, I'm about to get rich off personality.
Yes, because it's not just Drink Champs. I mean, that's really what it is. When I was looking at hip hop, and I'm looking at Cardi B, and I'm looking at the Catch Me Outside girl.
Yep.
These are all personalities.
Yeah.
Their music comes next.
Right.
Catch Me Outside girl was from, what was she from?
Dr. Phil.
Yeah. Cardi B was from Love and Hip Hop for all reasons. And right now, I think that's what it is. Like, I don't know if you remember, but in the 90s, everybody wanted to be cool. You don't remember? Like,
oh yeah, that was the wave. It was a cool.
So people would do an interview. They'd be like, "Yo, how you doing?" They'd be like, "Yeah, I'm alright." And this is why it's like, all right, cool. As soon as your records is not hot, let's get you out of here. Right. You have no personality. You and the steel chair has the same personality. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing is, I started to want more from my artists. I started to say, okay, all right, Jay-Z is the only one
that's on some super cool shit.
That's on some super cool shit. Yeah. Nas is probably the only other one, but everyone else, I want to know why Kanye, you chose to make these decisions. I want to know that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I was the guy that was in the locker room. What though? See, when people play, right? They play basketball, then they go off the court. And then the reporters, they can't get into the room. They gotta wait like 10 minutes for the guys to get dressed, do proper things. Yeah. But I was the player that was in the locker room. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I knew the ins and outs. So I think you said Drink Champs blew up. So you said Rich over pure personality. Yeah. So I started to manifest that. I said, you know what? I know how to make Fat Joe say this. Like I know how to do that. Right. So I knew my ability. Like
it felt like a cheat code already.
It is a cheat code. No doubt about it.
You already know. You got these relationships with these people. You've been in the. You know what I'm saying?
Cheat code. I should be able to. To cheat. Yeah. After 20 years of me blood suffering, do you know how many Christmases I missed because I was in Europe? Do you know how many Thanksgivings? Do you know how many birthdays? Right. I got a lot of kids and a couple of possibles out there. So you know how many birthdays I missed because of rap? You don't think rap should have gave me some cheat code? And they didn't give it to me. I took it. They didn't give it to me. Let's be clear. But yeah, I deserve to know Fat Joe. If I'm Fat Joe's friend for 20 years, I'm Nas' friend for 20 years. Like I actually ate in Nas' crib in Long Island. When him and his first baby mother was together, Carmen was together, I got to see them happy. Wow. You don't think I deserve to tell that story one day? Right. You don't think I deserve to tell the story where Nas comes to Left Right and he has nothing but weed and I got nothing but weed and neither one of us could roll a blunt? We were fucking up blunts in Flushing Meadow Park. Until I just realized, I said, listen, I'm gonna roll it. It's not gonna be the best, but it's gonna be smokable. Right. But this is me and Nas. Damn. Like I deserve to tell these stories. I haven't yet because I'm waiting for him to come on. Right. But you know, I see Jay-Z. Jay-Z's first show when he became Jay-Z, if you look at the flyers, him, Akinelli, and we so small, they didn't even put our picture. They say Capone and Noriega at the bottom. Yeah. At the bottom. Right. I've been through that. That was 1997. I've been through that. You know, I deserve to tell these stories. And Prodigy taught me something in his book. If I don't tell it, someone else will. That's a fact. And they will tell it their way.
That's a fact.
So guess what? Prodigy, God bless you. You helped create Drink Champs. Because I didn't want to do it in the book because I know my fans are dumb. Right. And I'm sorry to my dumb fans. I'm just saying, most of y'all are a little slow. Right. Shit, I'm in the resource room class myself. So I wanted to do it visually. So that's how I started telling these stories on Drink Champs.
But what is it you think, what is it that makes you able to kind of get the most out of people? I watched recently you had the Faith Evans episode that just dropped. She out here talking about eating Biggie ass and all that. I'm like, how does Nore get these fucking... I
wasn't ready for that, by the way.
I wasn't ready neither.
By the way, let me just tell you something. I was not ready. I did not want to know she was tossing big salad.
That's crazy.
I did not want to know that. Right. But to me, you have, when you build, right? Okay, you're from Queens, me from Queens. That was immediately the icebreaker, right? Fact. Boom, immediately. Smoking cigars, immediately the icebreaker. Yeah. Some of these artists I know in passing. So some of these artists you need to crack it. That's what Tiger Bone is there for. Tiger Bone gets it. And everybody says, Tiger Bone is whatever. Tiger Bone is gonna make you tell the truth. Tell the truth, and it's gonna make you start sweating too. So what I use is I always say, they eat ass. Yeah. I don't really care if they eat ass or not. Right. I just know it makes the room go and everybody, and it eases the tension. Right. So when I asked her, I said, "Yo, I'm sorry, Faith. because I really don't want to know, but I know the fans want to know.
Right.
So did Biggie ask? And she goes, he ate my ass. And that was enough for me. If you look at the footage, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. And then she keeps going. She's going, shit. A couple times I
was going crazy when I seen that. I was like,
and
yo.
then if you look at the footage, you hear me screaming, and that's like, no. I was like, no, because I didn't want to hear that. But when I knew that, when the photographer, certain videographers said, this is the one.
That's it, yeah.
We got to throw that out. I just, all right, cool. And she was cool about it, man. Like, that's the thing about it is, Drink Champs, on one hand, if you listen to the intro, I always big them up.
Right.
I always make them like a superhero, but then I always show them that even a superhero is a human. And that's what these, take a shot of Tiger Bone for is, and, do you eat ass? And, you know what I'm saying? Is there anything you did that you ever regretted? And who's the favorite? See, it's just to show people that everyone is actually a human. Right. No matter how big you are, no matter how awesome you are, no matter how dope you are. Like, that's why I love Drink Champs, because it gives me a chance to be a fan. It doesn't matter who I am. I could interview this paper right here, right? Yeah. And this paper probably had one record and is probably, broke, living in his mom's house, but he's a legend. And I'll get him in front of Drink Champs. I'll be like, yo, this guy, he has done this. He has countless, and I'll big them up where they like, damn, Nore really paid attention. Because I really do. I really think hip-hop artists are heroes, and we go through heroism stuff. Right. Some of us make it, some of us don't. But it doesn't make, you could be the best actor. You could be the best actor in the world, and you stop acting. You don't give back your acting skills. Right. You still have those skills. So I wanted to make hip hop artists heroes. But then I also wanted them to know, to me, you still my peer. Right. Right. Real shit. Like you're a hero to everybody, but to me. You normal as fuck. You normal as fuck. Right. I seen you throwing up on the Hard Knock Life tour. Let's not forget that. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it dope. You know what I mean? That's what makes it dope. But
so what makes it dope to me though is a part of it is like, there's always a part of the episode where like you start drinking and then you get super faded and then the shit just starts getting hilarious and going left. Like when you.
But again, I'm sorry because you asked this question. I answered that question the last time. Because I'm not exempt from that neither. I'm not exempt from that normal behavior as well. Right. Like most people will edit it. Like I'm in control. Before that goes to Revolt, before it goes to anybody, I'm in control of the edit. I have never edited myself once. If I look stupid, I remain looking stupid. Because I'm not afraid to look stupid in front of anybody. Me personally, I'm unembarrassable. Yeah. I don't know if you know what that means. I can fall right now, flat on my face, and I will get right the fuck back up and smoke this cigar like nothing happened. Right. I got embarrassed so much as a kid that as an adult, I'm numb. Yeah. So you can call me any word, you can call me any, you can call me the worst word in the world, and it's just like, all right, I've been called that before. Great. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, what would you, I'm normal too.
Right. What would you say was like your craziest episode, the way you was like, oh shit, like, this is fire right here, like your Nore's personal favorite joint.
Well, I don't have a personal favorite. I have personal moments.
Give me a little. Which moment?
Faith was one of them.
That was crazy.
Faith was one of them.
That was crazy.
Akon's little brother stepping up, and Akon's little brother like this was stepping up, saying that it was him who knocked out Shoot. It's hilarious. It's coming out. It ain't come out yet. Oh, okay. 50 Cent obviously talking about Vivica Fox eating his ass. Was obviously. That was a moment for me.
Super moment.
Me asking Puff, does J-Lo's farts smell like strawberries? Was because I thought Puff was gonna snuff me. Like, right. I was willing, like, listen, if you guys watch Drink Champs and you guys like media, like I was willing to get snuffed for you guys. Like when Puff looked at me, that's a good journalist right there. That's a good broadcast. He looked at me, and because I was asking him about J-Lo, and I kept. Look at her. He didn't want to answer no J-Lo question, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go harder.
Cassie was there too.
I did not know Cassie was there. To the end. Like I knew my phone was ringing off, but I did not check. So when I said the strawberry part, and he took off his glasses, I don't know if you go back and look at the thing. I leaned in forward. I'm like, go for it, buddy. Because this is right after the Charlemagne Birdman.
Right.
So
That's a moment.
I was like, yo, I need this moment.
That's a moment.
But the thing about it, this Puff just bought us. He had just paid for us. So
right.
him snuffing us would have worked out crazy. I'd have called him, we rolling with this, let's go. And I'm going to send out some tweets, we got beef.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was willing to do that. My most craziest moment that was uncontrollable that I would was with Sadat. Sadat got a little too drunk and he started flipping on anybody in the room. Yeah. And everybody's like, shh, I rob people. Like, what, Sadat? What are you talking about? Who you gonna rob, Sadat? I'm taking this liquor. Sadat, it's yours. But you know, I love Sadat so much. That's my brother. And I seen him. I told him, I said, you know, he was the drunkest. He said, I heard. But so there's always moments for me. But I truly look at each episode like an art. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's an art to it. Even the ones that I don't necessarily love, I love it as art because I it's my version of, you know, giving people their flowers while they can smell them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So many people say that so much, and I don't want to do that. I did the Prodigy episode after he passed. Yeah. But I would have did that episode if he was here. You know, he deserves the credit that he gets. So that's what we're gonna start doing every month. Is we're gonna do an artist appreciation day. So it's gonna be just one day. We're gonna randomly we'll interview Nas's people. So we'll interview everybody. Interview that's involved with Nas besides Nas. Right. We'll interview everybody that's involved with Jay besides Jay. That's fine. Just to letting people know, like, I don't only want to appreciate you when you're in my face, but I want to appreciate you when you're not even around and I'm not even thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like our culture needs to start bigging up our culture. And I don't mean black and white. That means hip hop. Right. Because to me, hip hop is its own race. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So what's up with, like, with you, how do you feel? Because there was always, obviously, the beginning, we had this is Rap Radar, you know what I'm saying?
That's always...
You and Elliot had the Elliot Wilson train.
I loved it.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all had the little rivalry going.
I loved it.
Did you ever feel like, I guess did that make you step the game up? Like, what was the vibe between, like, you and EFN versus, like, Elliot and B-Dot?
To tell you the truth, it was always jokes, but the fact that Elliot participated a little bit made me realize
because you did a track and all that.
That's who I am though. I'm a hip hop artist. You gotta realize that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Like you can't take a dog, right, and then take a dog, right, and just put him around other dogs, and then that dog bite the other dog. You be mad at him. Right. Eventually, that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be a dog. So I'll tell you the real deal. I had knew York Holmes was making this YouTube play. So when I asked Elliot for
the email,
for the email, and I asked for the email. It's not like I asked for the phone number, nothing personal. So he said, "Why?" And I'm like, "Yo, dude, anybody in hip hop who ever thought I copied off of you, I want to give y'all something. I'm so creative. I don't have to copy off of anybody but my own self." Like, I wake up in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I think of every idea possible in the world, so I don't never have to take anyone else's idea. I've always been creative. I've always been. So the fact that he did a Leo Combs interview, and I asked this for the email, he thought I wanted to, like, copy him and do the interview. Yeah. No, I wanted to make this YouTube play, because I had a whole nother show that I was shopping at the time. But when he said why, it made me realize that he didn't want me to succeed. And maybe he didn't think of it like that. Maybe he just thought like, yo, wow, you want to do something like me? And it's like, no. And this is the reason why I took it personal. Yeah. It was that week that Birdman did that, right? Yeah. I had got word of that. Yeah. So I tried to be a good Samaritan. I called Elliot.
Oh, and gave the heads
up. Elliot, listen. Next day, this is gonna be viral. Birdman, this is gonna be crazy. Yeah. So here goes Birdman, right-hand man. His name is CeeLo. God bless the dead. CeeLo just passed away. I gave CeeLo's number away. CeeLo, if you didn't know it was me who gave your number away, God bless you. Right. God bless you, CeeLo. So I gave it to Elliot, and I was like, yo, Elliot, because this is how I look at it. If you get Birdman, there's no way Wayne's gonna tell me no. Right. So we both win in this situation. You got Birdman, and then I'm gonna run. I knew where Wayne was at this point. So I figured we would both win. He did not play that game with me, and I was a little mad.
That was a nice little chess move, Sean. That was a little chess move.
I feel it though. I was on both of us. So maybe the part is I didn't tell him I was gonna get Wayne after that. So maybe that's the part that he misunderstood. But it was never like beef. It was like I needed him. I needed him more than he needed me. I needed him to recognize me as competition for me to be competition. And now I'm not competition at all. I'm in my own lane. Right. I don't have to compete with this guy. I got to compete with my last show on Revolt.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think it's the GOAT. You think I wasn't calling him the GOAT while I was beefing with him?
Big facts.
I was still saying that. He's the GOAT.
Big facts. All right. I like that. Listen. I heard this is. I know you got to wrap up. They give me a little look in the back. Got the release party tonight, so we go. You know what I'm saying? I know. I heard you say one time where you was like, you did the LA. You had the LA record. Y'all had the LA record, and you was hoping when Pac responded that he was gonna come at you.
Yeah, he dissed us.
Like you was hoping like, damn, I hope this nigga diss me so I could. I did an episode of Cigar Talk. I had to do Kevin Webb. He was managing Kevin Webb. So he was managing A Boogie. He was managing Fab for like 15 years.
Yeah, you like him.
So I had to.
I didn't like him.
I had to.
I was gonna get to it if you wasn't gonna get to it.
We're gonna get to it.
Nah,
so listen, I had to say, he told the whole story.
I called y'all both Kid and Play.
Oh, you called the Kid and Play. He's like, listen, shut the fuck up, Kid and Play. And I was so excited that Nore responded to me. Like, I was like, told my mom, like, Nore told me shut the fuck up today. It's lit.
Yeah.
And he told this whole story, like, I guess at Fab's moment of blowing up was at DJ Clue at the studio. You was up there rapping. Fab was the new guy. He wasn't nobody at this point.
It's true.
And they said you gave him, the opportunity to go get a verse off. And his thing was like, he was like, yeah, Fab ain't Nore. That was the clip I posted up. I'm trying to get my clicks up.
Yeah, no.
So, you know what I'm saying?
I can see where he's coming from. I'm also a human.
Yeah, we'll talk about that whole.
It was a joke when I was saying like coming at you. I was a joke. I'm playing around.
Absolutely.
I understand the internet as well, but it was Fab's moment. To tell you the truth, if I had a chance to do it all over, I would give Fab that moment again, because there's so many people who don't give a fuck about the next person coming up. They only care about you. And I remember Clue coming to me and he said, "Yo, my man Sport wants to rhyme. Would you rhyme with him?" And his name wasn't even Fab. All I remember was Sport.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. And that's how Fab got his deal. Imagine, let's rewind life. Let's say I said no, and I was one of those guys that, security.
Right.
I was one of those security.
Right.
Move this guy out the way. Who the fuck is Sport?
Right.
Who the fuck? And let's suppose we didn't have Fab. I'm not saying I'm the only reason Fab got on.
But that was
a
major.
If I'm one of the chips of the puzzle, don't put that puzzle back together without that piece. You know what I'm saying? So that's why 20 years later, me having him on this album was important to me.
Right.
Like, that was real important to me because, and me and Fab had no relationship after that. I felt like I had something to do with somebody that I got nothing to do with.
Right.
And then throughout the years, me and Clue had, a little bit of drama. Yeah. And I felt like Fab had always kind of took Clue's side, which I respected.
I mean, that's that's his guy.
Which I respected. Yeah. But I still was just kind of wanted love back for that moment.
Right.
And it was recently we just kept seeing each other, and it's through Jadakiss. And I don't even think Jadakiss knows this. But Jadakiss kind of, not fixed me and Fab's relationship, not like it was broke or anything, but it just wasn't a real one.
Yeah.
And then I kept seeing him, and I started to realize, I keep seeing Fab only with Jadakiss. I don't want him to think that I'm just his friend when Jada comes around.
Right.
So he had a show in Miami, and I came out, and we hung out that whole night. We drank, we bullshitted, we reminisced, and we developed this relationship, and now Fab is a cool friend of mine, and I really know who he is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. You had him on the Big Chain record.
Got him on the Big Chain record. He got a big chain.
He got a big chain. Yeah. I remember your Newport chain, my nigga. When you came out with the Newport chain.
It was the most embarrassing. It was the most embarrassing moment of my career. Because now me, I don't, like I said, I'm unembarrassable. You can't really make me embarrassed. But I also want to be respectful to my neighbors and things like that. So it was this white lady that lived in my building. I loved her. I really loved her. I forget her name. I think it was I forget. I think it was
Heather.
No, it was like a niece or something like that. It was something. And I used to hang out with her. She loved the way, she loved my cologne and my weed smell, right? She loved it both. She'd be like, I just love to smell you. And she would just come and smell me. And I kid you not, she loved me. And just one day I got in the elevator and I had my Newport chain on, and I did it unconsciously, knowing. I was just on the phone.
You kept cigarettes in the chain?
Yeah, exactly. I had cigarettes. Yeah. And I opened up the Newport box, and I took it out, and she looked at me like, no. So innocent, like she had no idea. She was just like, oh no, not Newport. And I was just like, damn, son.
That's what you knew,
and
right?
I was like, yo, yeah, I think I'm too old for this. And I called the jeweler. I said, I gotta get rid of this.
Right.
But she made me feel real bad. Like,
that is hilarious.
Was just like, that was like, and I don't think she looked at it like ghetto. I think she looked at it like, you shouldn't smoke cigarettes like that. But it was like, it was still ghetto. It was still like, damn, ghetto.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I gotta get rid of that, man. You know. I don't get tattoos, I get juries. Like most people have tattoos.
You got no tats? No.
I have no tattoos. No one knows that about me.
Damn, wow.
I have no tattoos, no earrings. I'm probably the only rapper, right?
Shit, damn.
No tattoos, no earrings, man.
That's crazy.
Got a bunch of scars though.
A bunch of scars.
Yeah,
I read Prodigy's book. Yeah, I read the book.
Yeah, don't believe that, but I'm just, I got my story, but that's cool. Nah, you know, let him rest in peace, man.
Absolutely.
You know, when it happened and I heard the book, I definitely didn't agree with it because it's definitely not the way it happened. It did happen. Yeah, Nore did shoot a couple of people, but it didn't happen like that. But I don't even choose to.
But you ain't kill nobody. Because I heard that in the first.
Kill nobody. And
you said I don't want to play God.
And not only that, but I don't even choose to correct it at this point. I'm so confident in what I've been through and what I've done. I don't even have to correct it at this point. You know what I'm saying? If that's a story that you believe from his book, more power to you. If you believe my Breakfast Club's interviews where I broke it down or my Drink Champs, more power to you. If you believe none of us, more power to you.
All right.
But right now, it's all about 5E. I made a phenomenal album in 2018. No, I did not say 1998. I did not say 2008. I did not say 2017. This is 2018. Nore, this is 20-year career. Like my first album, solo album, dropped July 7th, 1998. My next solo album drops July 27th, 2018. That's 20 years to 20 days. So people gonna say I'm Illuminati, so you might as well just think it like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how they say the numbers match and all this crazy shit. If you think about it, look, I helped y'all out already, all right? So if they think that, obviously I'm not. Because when a person say you're an Illuminati, that's the most way of saying that you didn't work hard. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that
saying, that's a person saying you ain't work hard. So be offended, not because they're saying you're an Illuminati. Be offended because they're implying you don't work hard. You know what I'm saying? I work way too hard. I work way too hard, B. There's not one person in this room that could say they called me more than 3 times and I said I was asleep. I don't sleep. I mean, I might be swimming and I might be doing some laps. Yeah. I might be taking a shit. I don't like to talk on the toilet. Right. But other than that, I don't sleep. I'm addicted to being busy.
I like that.
I'm not addicted to money. I'm not addicted to materialism. I'm addicted to being busy.
That's what's up, man. Listen,
hey, thank you for having us, man.
Absolutely. Salute to this 20-year career. Listen, man, can we get this one little shot? I'm saying.
Okay, I'll take a fake one.
Give me one, baby.
For Hov, that was for Hov. Goddamn, that's strong. And I took a sip.
Little sip. Hey, salute. Listen, man, this is Cigar Talk. Drink Champs, my man Nore. I appreciate you coming out, baby.
Yo, man, thank you, man. Cigar Talk, Rap Radar, and big up the Rap Radar boys, and big up the big homie, and big up the other staff, and big up to Elliot Wilson. You know I'm a fan, and big up the B-Dot. You know I'm a fan. And listen, I just saw Joe Budden's podcast where he took a week and he forgot to big you guys up. It's the most phenomenal interview, and the reason why I didn't big it up yet is because I haven't seen it in its entirety, and I like that. I want to see the whole body of work, but the clips and the segments from the Will Smith thing is something that I gotta admire, and not only that, I had Will Smith first, and I dropped the ball. So you guys picked up the ball, and you went to fucking Birmingham. Where did they go? The niggas got their passport stamped up.
That's a fact.
Should have killed it and went and got home. That's how I would have killed it. I would stayed. I went from Budapest. I would have got home and went to the other shit. But salute y'all. Hats off to y'all. Phenomenal work. And you got to realize something that what he doesn't, Joe Buttons, a lot of people don't know. I want all the media to come to podcasts. Not only podcasts, I feel like all media should be produced by hip hop. Meaning, you see how we watching sports show right now? Yeah. That should be Jim Jones hosting that sports show, talking about sports. Next time you watch the news, Al Broker, that should be Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? Next time you watch Emerald Live, that should be Sonny Anderson, or it should be a Capone cooking that meals. This is what I believe, and I believe I'm going to do that in the next 10 years. I'm going to help do it, and that's what we're going to do. A title, what's up? Hove, what's going on? I know you ain't gonna watch this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Salute, my brother.